from the heart of Manhattan, the very, very center of New York and Manhattan, from Empire State Building. Today is a beautiful spring weather in New York, and we will go inside Empire State Building before we see next places here. There will be not a lot of information as yesterday. The stream will be much shorter. I will aim to stream for no longer than 60 to 90 minutes at a time. So come join and we will begin. This is the lobby of Empire State Building. That's not the main entrance, or not the entrance to Empire State Building at all, but it does look really nice in here, so that's what I'm going to show you now. No, I'm staying here on this floor just to see the small Empire State Building before I head out. So as I just said to the person who was speaking, there is a small Empire State Building which is right here. In Christmas time there is also a tree that is standing to the right. Empire State Building lights up in different colors. Sometimes, most of the times, it's the color you see, but on special occasions the top of it changes colors. To know which color it will be tonight, all you have to do is come here and check it out. If it were green today, then the top of Empire State Building would light up in green after it gets dark. First 5 minutes of every hour after certain time, Empire State Building, just like Eiffel Tower, sparkles. And whenever there is a interesting event where some people are involved, like some celebrities, they come here to light up this small building in the lobby of Empire State. Hi Natalie, hi Steven, good to see you. Thank you. Have a nice day. Thank you. In New York they still celebrate Chinese New Year, and Empire State Building is on the same page. That's why you see all the interesting creatures and windows in the lobby here. So peaceful in here. I do not expect a lot of people to join this stream because I know that it's a little weird of timing. It's 10:30 a.m. on Monday morning, but I couldn't but stream because of beautiful weather. It really does feel like spring. Unfortunately, in just a few days from now, it will be freezing temperature in New York, so I'm using the opportunity. I do have to go to the office soon, but first I'll show you New York. Anton, good to see you. Starbucks Reserve, that's the biggest Starbucks Reserve, which is not like regular Starbucks in the whole America. You already offered it to me. One day I'll become a tourist. They keep offering me tours on double-decker buses. And I keep telling that I'm a local. In many places in the city you would still see COVID stands. You can take a test here for free, whether you have insurance or not. So we are walking up Fifth Avenue. If we walk up all the way on Fifth Avenue, on the level of 59th Street, we will run into Central Park. Windows of CVS, which is a pharmacy, are decorated for February 14th, for Valentine's Day, and they have been for 2 weeks already. CVS, Walmart, and some other stores in New York, which used to be open 24/7. So pharmacies, not just Walmart itself, but pharmacy within Walmart, and probably some other pharmacies, they used to work 24/7. As of November, I noticed that some of them are now closed starting 10 p.m. And now I received, I saw in the news an official announcement that they will be cutting hours. So at night, pharmacy will be closed. The cheapest souvenirs you can find here as I told you before, right by Empire State Building. I'll show you places. Sandman, good to see you. You didn't make it yesterday, but I'm happy to see you now. So this is the cheapest place for souvenirs in the city. This and a couple of other souvenir places near it. And you can, if you know how to put down prices, if you know how to smile, you can always get something for even cheaper than the original price that they want. And these are the souvenirs that they sell here. From time to time I will be sending postcards to different parts of the world to my followers. So subscribe to know, subscribe and listen. All you have to do. And on special occasions, this will be more than postcards. This will be some more impressive souvenirs from New York. So warm. I couldn't believe it when I got outside today. So they're filming something here. I think it already happened. Oh no, it will be happening on February 2nd at 6 a.m. They will be filming a movie called Void. This is an area with mostly offices, also bars. I was told that bars which are Irish pubs have nothing to do with Ireland. I was told this by Irish people I worked with many years ago. But there are a lot of pubs, bars in this area. In New York, there are no embassies. Well, with American passport, you don't really need visas to that many places in the world. But, for example, as a foreigner, before I had my American passport, I needed to get visas to go to Europe and other places. Well, there are no embassies in New York. There are consulates, but not embassies. And one of them we will pass. Hello, Leggy. Good morning, good morning. Good to see you on my second stream. Always makes me smile when I see people who I already know join new streams. Honestly, I didn't expect that I would be streaming today. I didn't even charge my phone to the full, which is always the case. It's almost always at 100%. I have chargers with me wherever I go, but I could not miss the opportunity to share bright and sunny and warm New York with you all. Hello, Vladimir. As usual, system failed once again, and I may have to go back next Sunday. Maybe. Oh, I'm sorry, Sandman. So the first consulate which we will be passing, there are a lot of places where they have a mission of a country that is represented in the United Nations here in New York, but there are also some consulates. For example, this beautiful building, which looks like a European building, and European architecture is the one that I love the most. That's a consulate of Poland. We will come closer because there is a nice monument next to it. In 2020, when everything was being crashed, this place which repairs and sells cell phones was damaged several times. If you guys saw a video with a small rat on my channel, this was right here. So that's the comb of that animal. Beautiful morning indeed, Vladimir. People used to throw up a lot on this street. On this specific street? Well, weather is not cooperating and I'm home today from work. Glad to see you streaming again. Nice. Like I asked you yesterday, if it's not a secret, since there are not many people who are watching now, could you please tell me where you are from? At least the country. Whenever it rains in New York, there are a lot of umbrellas in trash. I'm surprised to see one now here. Reason for that is that when it rains, and in general in Manhattan, which is an island, it's super windy. So umbrella will not protect you. It will be broken, but it won't protect you because rain is not coming from up to down, but it comes directly to your face. So it's horizontal, not vertical. Maine. That okay, got you. All right. Maine. I do have to go back there. I do. So this is the consulate of Poland. Poland is not friends with Russia, so if I say that I'm from Russia, they will be probably pretty nasty about it. That's a nice statue here, and anyone can sit and play chess with the guy. And we are walking towards beautiful Park Avenue. That's one of the greenest, if not the only green avenue in New York. And that's the only avenue which I can remember now, maybe in some, well, more than in other places for sure, you see cars going both ways on this avenue. As you see, most streets, especially in central Manhattan, are just one-way streets. Well, if you come back, there is a bucket of lobster with your... You know what? I'm booking my ticket right now. Oh, I love lobsters. I'm trying to remember the name of the park that is in Maine. I think it's in Maine. Oh God, there was so much, like so many animals, so much wildlife when I went there. But I can't remember the name of it. Ay, ay, ay. Hello, Jim Bond. Wow, that's a long car. One tree here always stays green, though it is not the tree that stays green in general. So not like through winter at least. And because of weather, look what is happening to Magnolia. But unfortunately it will be minus 25 degrees Celsius in just a few days from now. That's right. How do you pronounce it? Is it Acadia National Park? Hello, Balter. Again, I apologize. If you write how to pronounce your name, I will remember, but otherwise I'll say that the way I'm saying it, okay? Not to insult you. Let's see, I think that the same movie is being filmed here. It's called Void. So how to know what it means, this sign means? Well, if you live here, if you want to park a car here, you have to keep an eye not on just parking signs, which are impossible to understand sometimes, but also you have to pay attention that you have to check them in the beginning and in the end of each intersection, because otherwise, oh la la. So there will be a movie that will be filmed here on the 2nd of February. It can be inside or outside. It will be shooting time at 6 a.m. That means you cannot park here. If you want to get details of the movie, you can call manager Britain at that number. 10 likes, nice. Should tell everyone that there are many UN consulate offices in this area. That is true. I said that there are different missions of representatives of different countries, UN countries here in this area, that's for sure. And there's a building where Sandman, also known as David, works around here, right, David? And where he had to be working also on Sunday. They put new sculptures here. Well, they're relatively new now. They removed one of them because it was damaged. It was a dinosaur, one of the best ones. It's by a French guy. Don't remember his name, but I met him and he's super friendly. That's a bull. Then there is a crocodile there, and I think it will stay until June or July of this year, unless they extend an agreement with him. In these small townhouses around this area, a lot of celebrities used to live, but celebrities of the past, such as, for example, Roosevelt. So, what about Law and Order? Have you ever do you follow me on Instagram? I take pictures of law. We will be passing probably one place today where they will be filming Law and Order. Not today specifically. I mean, they will be filming, but there is a sign for when they will be filming it. So that's the only church that was open during pandemic, at least in Manhattan that I know of. I was walking outside every single day during the pandemic. I saw many terrible things happen. So I know as a fact that this was the only church that was open in Manhattan during that time. Good day and good travels from Alberta, Canada. Well, Static, I was just planning my trip in July to Alberta, Canada, Banff. I love the lakes that you guys have, and nature is amazing there. Can be compared to Maine. Is it live? Yes, Nasir, it is live. How are you doing today? I'm walking back and forth because lights are very long, and plus I want to show you that mammoth. Ta-da! The red ribbon appeared only for holidays, but they didn't take it down, which is good. Good morning, Ruben. You don't have an Instagram. I see. So I can be posting some pictures here. To find some picture, all the pictures and announcements that I post, you just have to go to community tab of YouTube. Everyone knows how to find it. RJ Verzheimer. First time I was able to read the second part of your nick or your last name. Welcome. Good morning. An elephant. That's not an elephant, that's a mammoth with horns. Good morning, Ruben. Yes, ma'am. Okay, good. As long as you know, I will be posting some pictures there too. I know that not all of you have Instagram, not just the lady, right? Are you not lady? Sorry. From Maine. So I will be sharing pictures here on YouTube as well. What's the time there? Good question. Let me check if this thing works. Sorry if it doesn't, but if it does, cool. Let's check. Time. I think it's about 11 a.m. or close to 11. Not exactly correct. I think it's 10:42 now. Anton, can you tell Alexei that time is incorrect or remind me later? Your Instagram is listed in your description. That is correct, but not everyone has access to Instagram. Let's put it this way. So if you are interested in something specific in New York, if I cannot show it during the stream or not immediately, then just write to me what it is that you want to see. For example, if you are interested in which filming will be taking place, which movies will be shooting, they will be shooting. So just write to me, and I will take pictures there if I cannot stream from there right away, and I will always post that in community. Beautiful weather, enjoying the Bangladesh. I remember you joking about it. I have Instagram. I've seen some of your posts over there. Nice. Each day when I even take the same road to work, every single time I take a lot of pictures, and this is what I put in stories of Instagram. But I also want access I have access to such options on my Russian speaking channel, where there are almost 31,000 followers now. And that being, interesting gentleman, and that being an option where I can post stories just like on Instagram, but on YouTube. Really convenient. Gia, well, hello. Natalia is absolutely familiar with every corner of New York City. She's brilliant. I'm familiar with some parts of Manhattan, but there's so much of New York to explore. I hope to go this weekend. I know it will be super cold on Saturday, well, Friday to Saturday night, but I want to check out one place myself first, if it's still there. And if yes, then I will stream from there on Saturday to show you as well. Uner, hello Uner. So this is Grand Central. We were in Grand Central already. That's why we can pass through the we can pass through Grand Central and go somewhere where we have not yet been, and then we will go to next place, which is right over there. Oh gosh, right over there, and they will show you the most beautiful view to Chrysler Building. While we're waiting for the light to turn green, I'll show you Chrysler Building from here. Yes, Grand Central Station, you are right. You have 7 or 8 hours between New York and Moscow. I think it's 8 hours. Speaking of time, they are discussing, so you know how there is daylight saving, which means they, I think they don't do it on the islands, but they do it still in America. They switch time, so spring daylight and then fall or autumn daylight saving. Well, this year, and each state discusses it with their representatives individually, they are thinking to stop daylight savings. I don't know whether it's good or bad, but personally I prefer that they don't switch. So let's see if it's coming. I think that if it won't be effective in 2023, I think that it will start being effective in the end of 2024, because it takes time for them to decide on everything. Plus, I'm surprised that it's not on a federal level, but that it's given to states. I think it has to be given to higher authorities. Wait 1 second, let me go back. Have you been to Trade Center Monument? Trade Center, which monument is that? By the way, the clock that is outside of Grand Central, did you know that it costs more than it costs several $1,000,000, and it's a Tiffany clock, and this is a clock from Madagascar, cartoon or movie, or call it, or whatever you call it. Hi Gino, hello Samira. Depends where you live. Depends where you live about time change, you mean? Where do they not change time now? World Trade Center. Are you speaking about 9/11 Memorial, or is that something else that you mean? Chrysler Building, the most beautiful skyscraper, and they will have an observation deck there, supposedly in 2024, next year. I cannot wait for 2024 to be here and meet Talent. Do you remember last year I was telling you blah blah blah? Look how beautiful Grand Central with the light falling inside here looks. But we are not going up, we are going to the right side. So if you want to go to new station, which is Grand Central Madison, I still have 2 hats, which I'm happy to send to my followers, but not just for nothing, but we will make some sort of like polling or questions and answers. For the right answers, I will be sending them. So that station is called Grand Central Madison, LIRR station, and it's located under us. So if you go 1 flight down and then take long escalator, the longest in the city, you'll get there. So you can take that passage, but that's not the passage we will be taking now. We will go through here. (9/11). I have not been inside. Well, if you are speaking about fountains, I showed them in one of the most recent streams, but I have not been inside the museum. But we will go back there. Do you know about the black brick in Grand Central? I do know, but this will be in a separate video just from Grand Central. There are so many secrets of that place. I wish Sergey was here because he loves Sergey from Ural, from mountains from Ural mountains. In oh my God, Leggy, look at that. From Maine. Yoo! So he loves seafood. How much is it where you are, Leggy? And GA gas prices is $3.69 a gallon and $6.09 gallon for diesel. God, it's so expensive. I mean, for diesel. I remember when diesel was cheaper than gas. Crazy prices. But I also remember when prices for gas were much higher, even last year. But I do remember when it was less than $2 too, even in New York. Good morning, Joey. Love lobster. Well, for lobsters we go to Leggy McLovin. Gia. So I don't know if you knew that there was a place like this in Grand Central. So you can buy meat, you can buy seafood, you can buy my favorite food, sushi. You can buy whatever, and you can even see a tree hanging from the ceiling right by the exit. Look at that. I'm eating everything with my eyes. By your eyes. $3.25 a gallon on Long Island gas. In New York, prices reached at some point $6-something per gallon. Now they have decreased, but I think now it's, sorry, thank you. It's not, they're not completely all the way down like they were 2 years ago, but at least they cost about $4 per gallon. Just a little too expensive. This market, it's like $5 off the boat. Oh my God. Seriously, guys, let's all go to Maine for lobsters. Price here was $25 per pound, I think. Maybe not per pound. I should check again when I revisit that video after the stream is over. Oh, the guy is smoking cigar. That's why I can't live in New York. Are you speaking about prices at the store, Sandman, or are you speaking about gas prices? Hello friends, please hit the like button and share out with your social media. Thank you. Joey, thank you so much. And Joey, you know what? I will be angry with you now. You said that soon you will be streaming. I did not see any stream recently from you. Joey, explain yourself. Oh, gas price. But you don't drive to the city. You take, what is it, New Jersey Transit? What actually do you take to work? This place is a rat hole at night. So whenever I pass here when it gets dark, it's so scary. There are roaches when it gets warm, like, and by cockroach or roach in New York, I mean like huge, but they're so big, they seem even bigger. That's how disgusting and huge they are. And rats here running around as well. Mice, I hated mice before, but now mice is just a pleasure to watch compared to everything else. New Jersey Transit. Why is everything so expensive? There ain't gonna good for poor little girl like me. Well, good question. Let's call our mayor. Or who should we call? Maybe our governor. And to be honest, prices have increased, and significantly. I heard people speculate about prices and speak about prices being higher than before. I did not pay attention to that. Not that too much, but like now that when I buy like eggs or milk, or I don't buy like that too many things. Fruit have not increased in price, not that I've seen. But other things, yeah, they're like 2, sometimes 3 times more expensive now. We have the cost of gasoline in Yekaterinburg. For people who don't know, Yekaterinburg is part of Russia. It's in the middle of Russia. $3.24 per gallon. That is not cheap, considering that Russia is a place where they get gas. What did Joey wrote as his excuse? Very soon I'll be in New York City and will stream, I promise. You guys remember that. Joey cannot get out of it anymore. Joey, you're stuck. So we're approaching United Nations building, and as we're approaching it, you see more and more cars which have not yellow or white license plate, but blue. This is for diplomats, as you can see. If you pay attention to license plate, sorry. If you pay attention to license plate in America, and specifically in New York, they are all different. For example, and that's why some cars can park where other cars can't. McLovin, do you know TV series called Billions? They will be filming them here. So this car can park where other cars with like regular license plate can't. It says City University of New York, but not in all places where it's not allowed to park. Big time since COVID and the Ukrainian war started. What was written before? Yeah, I understand now. Gas prices have gone up about 60 cents since a few months. Really? Frank, for everyone here, tell us where you are. Like eggs are twice, almost 3 times as much as they were a year ago, which is totally wrong because chicken have not decreased in number. Price for transporting have not increased compared to like a year ago. So Billions will be filming here. Thank you, Frank. I'm surprised that prices for gas started to increase again. Thank God I don't have a car. Sandman, I think we should have cheaper gasoline, but I am glad that the price is not rising much. Speaking of gasoline and Russia, you know that every person in Russia, at least that I know, has a car. So surprising. And costs are not, they don't cost the same as here. You cannot buy a car for like $5,000. I think that like even old car from back when I lived there was like $20,000. Like a German car, like regular sedan. 22,000. Expensive. That's interesting. They have a place where they wash cars, which looks like a garage, but it's not. That's a place where you can rent a car. That's a building of Pfizer, headquarters of Pfizer. I usually sit on the other side. Oh, I was passing it so many times. Who could imagine that one day Pfizer would be one of the vaccines that changed the world? 20,000 of the Russian money. That is what exactly? Wait, let me go back. Yes, I heard of it, never watched it though. Soba Place was nice. What is Soba Place? Ricky, hello, Sandman. Sandman. Rick missed you yesterday. He had to watch football partially because you were not here. Did the team you were hoping to win won at least, Rick? Pfizer, yeah. I will not speak about politics or like all that crap. Not crap, but I mean like all that makes people fight. But I did not inject anything inside myself. That is the only thing that I would mention. For a car, $20,000 for a car, for a regular, not new car. And that was when I lived there, so that was 14 years ago. I don't know what prices now are, but considering especially what burst out in 2022 in Russia, where things are more difficult to get, I imagine that to be even more expensive. Yeah, politics. People better not fight here because Natalia is always right, and if Natalia is not right, Natalia is still right, Sandman? We're talking about ruble, yes. Almost like Ruben, who is here as well. I know a good red lobster to take you to. Rick, when was the last time you even left your home? I don't like to hear about politics, not my thing. We are not discussing politics. Even Nightbot reminds us of that. No politics, no religion discussion. Did not know about that. About what, Rick? So do you see the, oh gosh, the United Nations building? Natalia, have you ever walked to 54 Pearl Street on any of the streams? Is that in downtown where they filmed a nice movie with two famous actors? Is that where it is? If not, let me know what's there and I'll tell ya. Yes, ma'am, no matter the case, you're still right. Or yet. And great rule, huh? You bet. No, I never argue with Natalia because she's always right. She has sound knowledge of everything. Oh no. I'm just a parrot who in other streams in the Russian language said that so many times that even some things I started to remember. But the other day when I was watching my own video of Central Park, which I still consider the best, I will probably translate it into the English language, and it will not be a live stream because Central Park is so huge, but we will still go there with a live stream as well. But when I rewatched that video, so many things I already forgot about, and it was pleasant, as if I was watching it and getting some information for the first time, even though it was my own video. Can you imagine? It's about 300 years old building, a real landmark in New York City. United Nations building? Dear viewers, says Nightbot, remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and click bell sign for notifications. Oh, by the way, you cannot walk dogs without a leash in New York. It's not allowed by law. There are only some places in Central Park where you can do this during specific hours in the morning and specific hours in the evening, and they are very strict about that. Not gonna lie, your voice is soothing. You can tell you're a genuine person, kind and sweet. What are you talking about? It turns out everyone does not like the eagle in the broadcast. Hey buddy, can I pet your dog? Hey, you're such a cutie. You're so cute. Don't be afraid. So cute. Thank you. Okay. Nat knows everything about everyone. Yes, Rick, I know that you never leave your home. So the most beautiful view to Chrysler Building. And if you want to see Manhattan Henge, which is when the sun sits directly between buildings on specific days in summer, that's also here. Look how nice this view is. I bet not even all New Yorkers know about it, huh? Rick, Nat is the Russia's very best for a reason. Because I'm not there. It's by a river a few blocks away from New York Stock Exchange. That's what I thought. Is that where they filmed something? And why did you mention that building specifically? Philly is absolutely trash. I've been there. Speaking of Philly, I met a guy on my floor who lives on my floor. He just came back from Philly and he said that's like 1 hour 30 minutes by train and it's only a $15 ride. So I might go with one of the streams there soon. Good view. Yes, Ruben. Did you know about it? Crazy, beautiful look. I agree, Anton. Let me just zoom in a little. Usually connection is not the best here, but I hope you can see it. I hope it's good now. Nice, huh? Natalia, please talk with a thick Slavic accent, which I love so much. There is Slavic, which is soft, but then there is a Russian accent, which is much tougher. Sergey, hello. I'm sorry you missed seafood. I went there to show it specially for you. So remember, we were on Roosevelt Island yesterday, which is also part of Manhattan. Well, Roosevelt Island is behind United Nations building. We can kind of see like part of it, so it's behind here. And that's United Nations building. There was a graffiti which they removed. Oh my goodness, why? It was on this wall by Cobra, but they removed it. It was a recent one. What the heck is wrong with them? Whenever there are good things, they remove them. Whenever there is modern art, it's there for good. Also a nice view from here. Your signal and audio is perfect. Great, Joey. Thank you. I mentioned this building because I've read it's... Oh, got it. So you're not speaking about United Nations building. Gotcha. Frank, do you mind, could you do me a favor? I know that your response is the only one from like a few days ago, which I have not responded to on my YouTube. I promise to respond today, but do you mind writing the address when the stream finishes under this video, please, so that I remember to check it out and go there when we're in downtown next time. Friends, remember, no politics and no religion. Gia, I second that. And just like Sergey wrote, dear viewers, please remember to like this video. How many likes are in this video? I see that there are 38 people watching. How many likes? There have to be at least 38, because there were more people before, and there has to be at least 45. Let's count. Sure, I can do that. Thank you, Frank. And I will read about that building too. And thank you guys for sharing information about New York with me, which I did not know. Something for me to study. Also a nice view to that building from here, and to the building behind it with an observation deck on top. And we're going down closer to United Nations building. 41 watching and 34 likes. Where are the rest? If you don't put a like, I will switch to a Russian and I will go to your home and I will tell you to put a like. So just do it yourself. You counted 32 likes. Thank you, Anton. So someone decided to go and put a like. It's just one click, it doesn't cost you anything, so why not, guys? But it costs me so much of good energy, of smiling. So make me smile. This is a birch tree. We have a lot of birch trees in Russia. This is probably the main tree in Russia. Someone managed to put 2 more likes. Well done. Whoever the 2 likers, the most recent 2 likers are or were. Thank you. So as I said a few minutes ago, there are a lot of permanent missions. This one is of the Kingdom of Bhutan to the United Nations. God, where is that? Does someone want an orange? Or 2? Nyam, nyam, nyam. So the flags which you see down here, these are all of flags of countries that are represented at the United Nations. Will we find George the Victorious? Oh, we will, and we will cross there. Natalia, what did you have in your... I don't have breakfast. The only time when I can have breakfast is when I travel. But I normally don't have breakfast ever. Wow, it's so hot, I swear. I'm like getting my coat off. So this is permanent mission of Brunei to the United Nations. So weird that places like these are located right across from United Nations building, right? You can actually go visit United Nations building for free, since it's a building that is so sophisticated and pretty. Homeless people are sophisticated here as well. So not only they have blankets, but look at their wardrobes. Oh la la! Strong Soviet Russian ladies don't eat breakfast. Breakfast for weak people. I try to eat only once a day. I know I'm not the best example in a lot of things, that being one of them, but oh well. Look, this view is pretty cool as well. This building is called One UN Plaza. And I think that we will be passing, if it's not behind us, German consulate and something else. How neatly things are packed, yes. As I said, homeless here are very sophisticated. Speaking of homeless, so we were in Roosevelt Island. I told you stories about it. So this is Ronald Brown United States mission to the United Nations building. So that island where we were yesterday, and if you did not watch yesterday's stream, I recommend that you watch it in full, because there was a lot of interesting information which I personally find interesting. And to summarize it, that place used to be a place for illegal immigrants, for mentally ill, for mentally disabled people, so for crazy people, for poor people. Well, now this is what Manhattan is. It's called differently. It's now called Sanctuary City, but the idea is absolutely the same. Absolutely. They bring a lot of illegal immigrants here. They just don't announce it officially. I read today in a New York Post an article about it. So it's pretty much what Roosevelt Island used to be two centuries ago. That's what Manhattan is now, the center of Manhattan. That's where you can get your pass or show your ID, and get some sort of pass to United Nations building. When I was here last time, the guy told me don't pay attention to information on tickets, so they canceled it. You don't need any ticket, it's free. And once you are checked here, they check your ID, that's the entrance way you would go to. And that's what we will do once with a live stream. Shit, I forgot to eat some days altogether because I get so busy. Seriously? Wow, I guess it's a good and a bad thing. Good to be busy, bad not to eat. Hello from Frankfurt. Hello, Frankfurt. Wie geht es Ihnen? The United Nations is an international organization founded in 1945 after the Second World War by 51 countries committed to maintaining international peace and security, developing friendly relationship. Thank you so much, Joey. Speaking of which, a present to summarize all this of the Soviet Union or Russia is standing across from us. We will go there after that. After I will show you the permanent mission of Turkey to the United Nations, and it symbolizes that a strong guy on a horse is killing the evil. So the good is killing the evil. Evil is a dragon. We will come close and you will be able to see. There's also an elephant there, which I don't know what it stands for. So if someone can find before we get there, that would be great. So that's the permanent mission of Turkey to the United Nations, and a very, very beautiful building. Say hi! The face sculptures on the island were impressive. You like them? Gia reminds to hit the like button. Thank you, Gia. Seriously, I swear, the History Channel show alone, I'd be perfect for it. Whew, okay, since it's green here, or rather not green but white, it's green to cars but it's always white to pedestrians. You are French? I guess it. He was like, how did you know? His face. Before, so now there are flags flags of 50 states around Rockefeller Center skating rink. But before they were also flags of countries of United Nations. Oh my God, what is this guy doing? He's like, oh my God, that's crazy. He's like, his legs are on the seat. Oh, he's crazy. Hello, Baudubay. I will be a listener. Okay. So there is a one monument there. I have to read about it to share with you. Then there is a boat which is like similar to Noah. No? Or maybe something with illegal immigrants. And this is the monument, which we cannot yet see, that was given by what is now known as Russian. I'm surprised they did not put it down considering all the events. But thank God they didn't. Then there is a monument to some lady there, and then later on we'll see an elephant. Poor homeless people. Well, honestly, I was just discussing it the other day. Homeless here are not really homeless. So in the beginning I also felt really bad for them. But homeless people are mostly drug addicts and mentally ill people here. So when you offer them food, since they have an opportunity to eat in so many places, including by churches, different organizations bring them food, as well. Whenever you offer them food, even if it's like fresh, even if it's like really good, expensive food, they would most likely not take it. So whether they are poor or not, they would much rather get money for drugs, but not accept food. This is the monument. Evil being killed by a good guy. Okay, to next place we go. Do we have connection, guys? Whenever you don't write something or whenever the messages freeze, can someone write something to make it short? Great view, certified quality, perfect timing, thank you. So this building is Trump Tower, the Trump World Tower. It's not the Trump Tower where former president of the United States lived. It's located on 5th Avenue, but there are a lot of buildings named after him as developer throughout the city and probably the country. And actually it's not an elephant, it's also a mammoth. Or is it an elephant? Why is it here? Signal is perfect. Thank you, Joey. Connection is excellent. Wonderful. Thank you, Anton. Never give a bum money. It's either drugs or alcohol. If I see a homeless person who is really homeless and who I can call homeless, and I know that they would use money to buy food, for example, then I can give money. But most of the times, especially since I moved to New York, I give them food or some other things which might be necessary for them. But yes, I try not to give money. Hello, 21. Awesome. Do not cross on red. Do not repeat after me. Beautiful day. I'm really not like... I'm wearing spring clothes. I have my coat open. I can even take it off and it will still be warm. And this is the avenue. I think it's 1st Avenue. Wait, let me just check. Yes, it's 1st Avenue. After 1st Avenue to our right, before East River, which we saw yesterday, there's only Federal Drive. People can't walk there, but that's where cars drive, and that's where there are no lights. Yeah, so this is the last avenue on which you can walk, and it's a little like you feel the pressure on walking, like if you walk same direction as us now, as the street goes up, so you don't it doesn't look that way, not as much, but then you're like, why am I so tired? Well, that's why. So that's the German mission in New York. Cleo is here. Cleo, hello. We have another person, I'm not sure if that person is still here, from Canada, from Calgary, Canada. It's so strange when I see someone's Instagram and there is snow. New York has beaten the record on no snow for 50 years, probably going on another record. And when it will be super cold this upcoming Friday night, without the snow it will feel even colder, so I do hope it will snow. I don't want it cold, but I do want it to snow. It doesn't usually snow here. When the snow, one second. When the snow falls from the sky, it's usually a blizzard. So I want a blizzard. Lizzie, hi, good morning. Shrubs surround the elephant for a reason. Why is there an elephant next to United Nations building? Why? I donate clothes and food to homeless people here in my country. That's very noble of you. I passed by a homeless yesterday and I wanted to ask him whether he prefers food or money. I was ready to give him both, but he was like weird. I see him there all the time. He actually speaks Russian, but he acted like so weirdly. You know, like how you want to put the volume up? Well, whenever he speaks to himself, he like yells. That's how I know that he speaks Russian. But when I started talking to him, he was like, if we speak about volume being like 25 points, so he was on level 2, and I'm like, could you speak up? Like, do you want to speak? He was like, yes. So I'm like, can you speak up? No. I'm like, okay. And I couldn't figure out a single thing that he was saying. So I'm like, okay, I better go away from here, because you don't know what to expect of them too. Nice day in Gotham City. Hello, Manuel. Everyone knows each other here. That's like, we are like one big family. Are there people who used to be on Periscope before Periscope shut down? So you see there are a lot of flags on the buildings here, because these buildings belong to, for example, this on the right side is Lithuania, representative or permanent mission of Lithuania. Then next flag, I have no idea what that is. And besides a Lithuanian flag, there is also a flag of Ukraine. Again, we are not going into politics. I'm just telling you what I see. Gotta run, take the dogs for a walk. I'll add the address to your comments after. Thanks for sharing, Natalia. Thank you so much, Frank the Tank. Have a great day in Wisconsin. I hope it doesn't snow there too much, and that it's not too cold in Wisconsin. Hello, Lexi. I blocked you? No. Who are you? So what is this country? Does anyone know this flag? San Marino. Thank you. She pointed. So that's a Republic of San Marino to United Nations. Where is San Marino? I asked you guys a question about the flag, and the lady pointed to the sign. I was going to read it anyway, but that was very kind of her. Look how narrow this building is. How nice that such small buildings are always mixed up with crazy huge skyscrapers. That's what I like New York for. From Samara. Why would I block you? I didn't block you. You are here now. That's the first time I've seen that flag. Me too. Please support the channel, says Nightbot. Great, Alexei. So what do you suggest? I love townhouses in New York. Each of these buildings usually belongs to just one family. It's very difficult to maintain a townhouse. So before, if I was saying that, oh, I want a house of my own, well, it's very, first of all, especially in New York, it's very expensive. And secondly, it's very, very difficult to maintain. So amen to people who have their own homes. Thank you, Alexei. San Marino is located in north-central Italy. But wait, is it a separate republic? So why would it be? That's strange. So it's a separate country, San Marino, or maybe there is another one. San Marino is a landlocked country. However, its northern end is within 10 kilometers, 6 miles of the Italian city of Rimini on the Adriatic coast. Thank you, Joey. I think that was on a TV show, the small building, it was like on Extreme Homes or something. There are many buildings like this in New York, and one day we will go, and probably sometime soon, we will walk on Upper East and Upper West Side, where there are all the small, beautiful small townhouses. People are different out there in San Marino. Or what homeless people don't what homeless people don't eat food there? No, they do, but they don't accept food if you offer it to them, like on passing by, because there are places where food is given every day, at least twice a day, sometimes 3 times a day, and there are different organizations, so that can be in specific location. Like I know one location that's right by Broadway on right by Empire State on Broadway. I see it twice a day there. Then where else? So by churches they offer food a lot. That's why homeless people always have enough food, and if passers-by offer them food, at least, like, I would say 9 times out of 10, no, probably more, like 19 times out of 20, a homeless person would say no to food. So that's how it is. San Marino is the 5th smallest country in the world. What is the first smallest country? Is it Liechtenstein? Liechtenstein? I know I don't pronounce it correctly. Hello, Louis. Or Luis. Finished shopping, now I'll be with you. Yay! Is Anton nearby Natalie? He's not near me, but he's always near me at the same time. Anton is in a totally different country, far away from here. Person was smoking weed. I don't know if there is any other place in America where you smell weed almost anywhere you go, and I hate it. It's like such a stagnant smell. It doesn't go away. Not as easily. Almost. Anton is always somewhere close, but not physically. Okay, let me just go back a little. Alright, I think I responded to everything. I don't think I missed any comment today. And guys, please subscribe to my channel. We are so close to nearing 500 followers. Thanks to all of you, each of you. Thank you. Almost 500. So my mission to have 500 followers by mid-February will definitely be accomplished. All thanks to you. Manuel, I will smoke weed in my room. Ew, you smoke weed? I mean, it's a right of everyone, but I personally don't like weed. I don't smoke at all, anything. That's why I get like dizzy if I smell something like that. Thank you, Sunshine, New York City. What a bright nickname, literally. Anton is always with Natalia in spirit and soul, and in my heart. It is yucky. A lot of New Yorkers smoke weed more than cigarettes, more than they smoke cigarettes. Wait, did we pass? Oh no, we do have to go back 2 blocks because there are nice graffitis. One to firefighter, and another one to Einstein. Carlos, hello Carlos. Look, one Chase Bank. Wait, where is it? Oh yeah, you are right. Chase Bank. On I believe it's on Madison Avenue. That there is a headquarters of Chase. Well, one of the main buildings of Chase Banks. We will pass by there as well. I'm not sure if it will be today, but one of these days for sure. Hello. All right, so now I think it will be on 50th Street, or maybe 1 block after that. We will first see a firefighter, and it's by a famous artist from Brazil. I know that some of my subscribers are from Brazil, so hello to you. Cobra is the artist. Oh, it's not here yet, so next block. And on the other side of the same building, there will be Einstein. Then when we would go with you to Washington DC on April 1st, I will also show you a statue of Einstein by Lincoln Memorial. I love DC. It reminds me of Europe. Toilet brush, good to see you. God, guys, you are so creative in your nicknames. Nightbot is looking for bad substance. Oh yeah, he is watching, or she. You sound like my friend Katerina. Is she also from Russia, from Ukraine? Can homeless people get loans in New York? Very good question. I will find out. So that's a firefighter. Isn't it nice to address someone, Sunshine? How are you today? It sounds so positive, no? So this is a firefighter. And they have just made this lawn or this area near firefighter. So they just renovated it and made it look so nice. Person is so small compared to this graffiti. Welcome friends, hit the like button and share with your social media. Thank you. I understand why I always have at the end of the stream, like on my both cheeks, they hurt because I smile so much from reading your comments. Thank you, Joey. I look at people's nicknames and understand that I have a better imagination. Oh yeah, you have to be more creative, Anton. Sorry for the sound, but here is the guy. Hello, Anna. Where are you from, Anna? Guys, you have to change your nicknames. You cannot be just, called by your name. As you see, there are people who are Sunshines and toilet brushers and whatnot. I'm just kidding. So, let me say, I think I already mentioned it, but I know that there are new people, so I'll speak about this pipe once again. So do you know what these pipes are? You see them throughout the city, and they're like business cards of Manhattan. I think I only saw them in Manhattan. Maybe in other boroughs they're present as well, but mostly in Manhattan. Heat is what makes apartments in New York and buildings in New York, offices too, commercial buildings. So that's through steam. Steam is under us. Whenever a pipe that goes under the ground breaks, it's extremely hot here. it's very hot. So I didn't know this until my dog started to act weird when we were passing the ground, and that's when I figured out it's very hot because the steam is very hot. And in order for people not to burn, they put out these pipes. These pipes have to be much taller, so definitely taller than the tallest person possible to imagine, and so that the steam doesn't burn people. And once they repair pipes, then they remove that. And that's why you see that roads in Manhattan are really, really bad, because they always, so all the communications, all the cables, everything, you don't see anything hanging above us. Everything is under the ground. And that's why if something breaks, they have to break the ground, and voila, the road is super bad. So when you get to New York, if you get to drive in New York, be very, very careful. There can be an unexpected hole, and you can unexpectedly lose your wheel. Well, your car can lose a wheel there, so you have to be really cautious and always alert. Exactly. From time to time you see some interesting courts in New York like this, with some greenery. There are also places with fountains. This is what is left from the pandemic, when you could not eat inside restaurants, but they built like summer places like that, and in some places they still stay. Though in most places, because most tourists came back, they removed them. I wrote to you on Instagram. Oh, okay. Now I do. Got you, Anna. Now I understand which Anna you are. Underneath the streets of Manhattan, there are more than 100 miles of service pipes bringing steam to about 1,800 buildings. Is it only steam that is brought to buildings in Manhattan, Joey, or is it also steam that, by the way, this is Park Avenue, where there are also Chase buildings. Or is it steam that is brought to throughout the whole city, so New York City, including other boroughs? Yeah, I'm close to New York. Cleo is a YouTuber from Canada. Guys, if some of you stream, please raise your hands, or please write something so that people can subscribe to your channels as well. So I know that Joey streams from New York. I know that Cleo streams from Canada, maybe from other places too. Who else is here? Lizzie will be soon doing some great content, so subscribe to her, even though she doesn't have any videos yet. This is a famous hotel, Astoria, Waldorf Astoria. Many times people wrote to me on Instagram like, does it still exist? So you could see it in the movie, oh god, which movie? With Eddie Murphy, the original one, when he comes to New York. What is the name of this movie? Tell me, please. While you are writing the name of it, I'll tell you about this building. So this building used to be a very famous hotel. It's a chain of hotels. You can see Waldorf Astoria hotels in other parts of the world, but no more in New York. Well, it's under construction. What happened to it? A Chinese company, there are a lot of Chinese developers now in New York. They bought this building, and now they are making it an apartment building, so luxury apartments will be located here. They've been working on that for, from what I remember, for 3 years already, if not more, and it's nowhere to be close to finishing, as I can see. Coming to America. Thank you, David. Where is the area with best packages? What do you mean? Trading places, yes. So people wrongfully think that most money is on Wall Street. Most money, so all the money made is here on that specific street. It's Park Avenue, right after Grand Central. People make crazy amount of money, but at the same time you can see a person whose net worth is like several $billion, but he can come to work by foot. He can wear jeans. Well, most of the times they wear suits, of course, but they can simply walk in street and you would not even know that this person is a billionaire, which is also what I like about New York. Coming to America, David is right. Thank you. So the name of the movie is Coming to America. When father of Eddie Murphy stayed at the hotel, that was the hotel. We have Helmsley building here. That's an office building. Behind it's building of MetLife. And at the same place there is Grand Central. And then they're filming something there. I forgot to show the sign for Law and Order, but I do promise Leggy McLovin to post it in on the community board, on the community, under the community tab here on Instagram, on YouTube. Okay. Oh, thank you, Gia. Let's see which movie they're filming here today. It's called The Equalizer. You can check cast online, and it will be filmed today at 7 a.m. and that's how filming trucks look like. So there's a truck with equipment. Sometimes you see trucks with food. Sometimes for people to change, for actors. Oh, they're also filming a different movie here, Dr. Death. But that will be on Wednesday. And that's where they write where you cannot park, where the movie will be filmed. Well, anyway, I gotta run to work. I hope you enjoyed that unexpected stream. Thank you for my frequent, for the people who I see here now all the time. You make me the most happy. Thank you for all the likes. Subscribe to my channel, and I will get back to you soon. Check community tab, and thank you guys so much. Bye bye. Oh, with Queen Latifah, nice. Well, thank you guys. I gotta run. Bye bye.